Welcome to the Idaho Business Podcast, the only Idaho podcast focused on providing profits for Idaho people. If you love our state and love small business, you are in the right place. We interview local legends, learn business, and have way too much fun doing it. You're listening to the Idaho Business Podcast with your friend, host, and all-around great guy and owner of New Clean Commercial Cleaning, Spencer Ward.
All right, welcome back to another episode of the Idaho Business Podcast. We're here, we're excited, starting a new week. I hope you guys are just jacked for it. We're starting to dip into fall, so don't get frustrated by the cold weather, because I'm more of a warm weather guy myself, but still have stuff to accomplish. Like always, we're sponsored by Health West. These guys are remarkable. They're fantastic people to deal with. They're a great organization to work with. So if they can help you with any of your medical needs, and I know they do dental and medical. So give them a Google, find out where they're closest to you, and go give them a visit. And today, obviously, because I'm recording this right now, and throughout the last couple of weeks, I was just thinking a lot about goals and a lot about what have I achieved, how can I achieve more, and what's the best route forward for myself. And then I listened to a podcast episode with Rob Dyrdek, and he talked about having a vision board, and it kind of struck me. I'm like, I heard about these, vision boards when I was younger, teenager, in early 20s. And I think when we think vision boards, we're thinking, oh yeah, that's for the young crowd. They need something like that to keep them motivated. But honestly, I think we all do. He said, he's a 40-something-year-old man, 48-year-old man that still has a vision board. He still creates it. He literally would go onto Illustrator profiles and programs to like design him in on the cover of this certain magazine that he wants to be on. He shows fake awards that he wants to get, like all on this vision board that he has set aside for himself. And if you do it this way, great. If you don't, you don't. Or if you have something on your phone in your notes category or something that, hey, this is what I'm aiming for. I think having a picture of it is something that's great. And this is more than just, hey, I want a, Lamborghini or something like this. Yeah, those things are great to have, go after it, whatever you want. But this is also talking about, hey, it's like Rob was saying, I want to accomplish this in business. I want to be this as a man. I want to be this as a father. I want to be this as a husband. But he put all of it together, so he can have this harmonious life as he continues to build his empire. And I know, his big motto and his mantra, he always says, "See it, believe it, and do it." And it's huge. So vision board for him is not being far off the target for what his mantra is. So we set goals, we do all this kind of stuff for ourselves, but how many times do we actually visualize it and then have certain deadlines, like, hey, this is what's going to happen by this time? And sometimes I know I set goals as, hey, I know I can do this in such amount of time, so I'm going to give myself this much time. But a lot of people are saying, give yourself less time, speed up your progress. If you think you can hit this part by this timeline, speed up that timeline and hit goals faster. Or don't. Whatever's going to create a more harmonious life for you, but there's got to be balance in all things. There's a quote I ran into the other day. It says, "Don't wait until you've reached your goal to be proud of yourself. Be proud of every step you take towards reaching that goal." And I think, and I've talked about this a lot, but I think a lot of us, think, hey, once my company reaches this revenue target, oh man, I'm going to be happy. Like I'm going to feel this type of way. And then when you get there, you're thinking, okay, just another day. Nothing's changed. The balloons didn't fall from the sky. People didn't have a parade for me. I didn't feel any different, and that's the part of like, okay, I've got to enjoy the journey. I've got to enjoy what I'm doing, enjoy the process. Because so many of us, I feel like it just bogged down in the minutia of, freak, I've got to do 3 hours of cold calls this morning because that's what I'm doing. That's how I'm hitting my goal, And if that's part of your goal, great. If there's a smarter way to do your goal, even better. But find things that are going to fit you and your personality. If you feel like you're more effective doing something else, finding a new business than just cold calling, do that. But if it's moving you towards your goal, do it and be happy with it. Honestly, there's going to be things we do that isn't going to be our favorite, but it generates, revenue for us, good results for us in business or even within our lives. So we have to kind of keep that within ourselves as we go throughout our lives. So vision boards, kind of go back to that. So I started putting some stuff together for myself. I just put it on my notes section on my iPhone. These are things I'm trying to accomplish in the next 9 months. And there was some business stuff, there was some financial stuff, there's stuff that I want to accomplish as a father, and stuff I want to accomplish spiritually, and stuff I want to accomplish more as a husband, and also intellectually. Like I want to be well-rounded, have goals that are set that isn't just going to further my direction, within my professional life. Because if all I have at the end of the day is just my professional life, what kind of life is that? So have those well-rounded goals, and have some pictures set aside. This is what I'm going to accomplish. This is how I'm going to accomplish. I think so many times we put our goals in these vague bubbles of like, this is what I want to do. That's what I'm going to accomplish. But then we're like, okay, well, how? Like, what do I need to do? Like, let's reverse engineer that. Like, how many visits do I need to make to that customer? How many or potential customers, or how many calls do I need to make a day, or how many, how many leads do I need to bring in to have so many bids to get so many sales? Or when it comes down to, your personal life, if you feel like you've neglected your children a little bit, because maybe it's because of this thing, you get home, you're stressed, and you're like, you know what? I just have a break for a minute. I'm just going to check my Instagram feeds. Someone's going to send me something funny. I'm going to be able to just relax for a minute. And then that minute turns into an hour or 2 hours. Meanwhile, how many times do your kids come in like, hey, dad, hey, mom, you want to come play outside with me? Do you want to see me do this? Can you help me with this? Can you? And you're like, no, I'm too busy right now. No, go do this while I'm doing this. I'll be out there in a little bit. And a little bit never comes. So for personal, it could be when I get home and my kids are there, or whatever, this time to this time during the day, I owe it to my family to put my phone on airplane mode or put it in the basket when I get home, and not let the things of my professional life follow me home for a little bit, and give my family my undivided attention for whatever it is, even if it's just a half an hour to an hour, playing with your kids, showing them that you love them, really listening to your spouse instead of just talking. So these are things literally on my board. Like there's some things I've got to get better at, and I want to be better at. So I'm hoping this kind of stuff, resonates with you guys and gals out there, because I think we all can do better. We can all be clear on the goals we set and have timelines to these goals. If you say, hey, this is what I want to accomplish in the next 12 months, great. But then say, okay, well, to accomplish this goal in 12 months, if it's a weight loss goal, okay, well, that tells me I need to do I need to be losing this much money, not money. Well, you're probably going to lose, invest some money as you're doing this, not lose money, but you're going to invest some money, maybe in a trainer, you're going to invest some money in a gym membership. And then you're going to think, well, how many pounds a month should I be looking to lose? But also more importantly, how about your lean mass, maintaining that. So you're not just losing and not maintaining lean mass. Obviously, I'm not a health professional, so don't listen to me. But these are all things to consider as you're putting goals into place. Okay, I'm going to hit the gym, because sometimes we can control what we can control. If I'm going to go on this physical body tangent for a minute, but sometimes we can't control how fast we lose our weight, but we can control that we go to the gym 5 to 6 times a week. We can control that we do a certain workout that was designed for us, and we can control what goes into our mouth. Even if it's, I'm going to call X person every night or every day, letting them know what I ate that day, just to have some accountability. Put that into your vision board, put that into your goals, make yourself accountable so you can accomplish the stuff you want to accomplish. And surround yourself with good friends, good circles. If you're surrounding yourself with bottom dwellers, what are you going to achieve if there's no one around you pushing you? Or someone that you can look at to say, well, they're achieving that. I would like to achieve that. How do I achieve that? So obviously I'm not telling you to forego all your friends, but surround yourself with people with like-minded goals, like-minded values. So I hope, again, I'm not coming off preachy, because I like I said, I put together a nice little vision board for myself, because I feel like that's going to help me. And it's something I'm going to force myself to look at. And I might even print it out too. I probably will. Because I know even guys on their windshield of their truck, they have like 4 of their main goals that they're trying to work for within that next 6 to 9 months, written on the inside of their windshield. So every time they get in their truck, they know, boom, that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm going to achieve. So if you're constantly looking at it, and you're remembering what you're working for every day, that's what's going to push you forward. I'm telling you, you lose track quick. I took a break, and I was caring for a family member as they were recovering for some surgery, and I still go in the gym, but then I was home taking care of this person, and my diet started to slip. And sure enough, boom, I started eating, crap food and all that kind of stuff, not paying attention to the proteins I'm bringing in, all this stuff. And now I've gone backwards with my progress. So like we say in everything, there's no neutral ground. It's either you're going forward or backwards. I went backwards. So now I'm recommitting myself again today. I'm zipping up my diet even more. Not even more, but it's going to be exact for a little bit, because I got to get my mind right. And sometimes you have to push yourself harder to do, and do things that are not fun to do to get your mind right. So you can accomplish more than you think you can. So know that. If you talk to any special forces or Navy SEAL or anything like that, they will tell you your body, accomplish so much more than your brain tells you that you can do. And vice versa. If we have limits on ourselves because how we were raised, or the friends group that we associate with, our brain believes that. Our brain believes the story we tell it. So recreate your story. You are the author of your story. Find ways to break that mold and make some crap happen for you. So as always, go out there, be happy, be grateful, serve others, and find a way to break through that envelope, create your vision board, and achieve more. And I'm not just talking about revenue or money. I'm talking about if you want to be a better husband, wife, daughter, son, whatever it is, you can do more if we just put our goals in front of us. So we're looking at them every day, and we're visualizing them every day. At that point, guys, that's all I have to say. You guys have a fantastic rest of the week. Go after and kill it. Adios.
Congratulations on spending a couple of minutes getting a little bit smarter, having some fun, and supporting the Idaho business community. If you're feeling the love, make sure to subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you are.